Berlin Thunder won 3 NFL Europe championships. It is so good to be back here in Berlin's Olympic Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Just going for his own run. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on.
This time he's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down. And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to throw. He's on a quick hitter. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that's a win for the pass rush. As he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Go. Ready.
4th down. They're going to throw for it. That one complete to Pitts. And he's brought down as they're pushing to that 35-yard line. That's a gain of 10 and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready.
He's going to throw it again. This back, it's Robinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sticking to the air here. Completed to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down from the gun. Cover the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? Do you feel that tempo?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. First and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Read alert, read alert.
Running with James. So the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing the loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Quick there. They bring it to the toe. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Into the hands of Harrison. All the way across midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw here on first down. It's his running back. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Goes to the hurry up offense here.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was searching for Kyle Williams that time. So they're left facing third and long.
10 yards to go.
All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Street. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, third and 15 now following that delay of game.
19 Hawks, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check smash, 60 Maverick, 6 Warriors, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Third and long for him here. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit down. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that set.
6 yards.
The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. His kick is good. And it dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Robinson with the return. Escapes the defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight. 60 by 60.
This drive with a design run. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
19, 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
He'll pass it this time. He's going deep. Quick defensive play. Charlie moves incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there. That's the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. Now down in distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
65.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Forced to the ground.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
He'll get it at the 9. He gets him out of the deep part there now. This is out across the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 6. Hurt. 3. Lion. Hurt. Street. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
And he'll throw off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring it down. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
And it goes to the hurry up here. Takes the 2nd down snap. Short pass ball in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. 79, Bronco. Go street. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
It's the snap on 4th. Well, caught by his running back. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Offensive line fast.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
60 by 19. 19. 65.
again on 2nd and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
18, come, 3. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 19, Lion. Let's go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit. It doesn't matter, it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on 4th and 10, they are moving. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand is forced, but they had to try and go for it. They turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's out in the clear. Has room down the left sideline. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now lead by 10. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back to the 27. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to stop this drive. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. He's got room for rolling. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts cut the lead down to 4.
14, Colts 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now come out throwing. Doesn't hold it out there into the top end. After one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Oh, the football's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And Indianapolis will return it for a touchdown. The Colts capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts push their lead to 3.
17. Falcons 14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Get it.
Now throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
On the jump.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here. Got locked behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's going to throw it again. He's trying to go deep again. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, King. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge game.
Come on.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. It's after his 2nd interception of the season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. This is pulled in by James. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game.
The score, Colts 24, Falcons 14.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Not deterred by that pitch. He's throwing again. He launches this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with though here. We got 2nd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Back is sacked. A loss of 11 yards. And it's 3rd.
There he goes. 3rd and long. Try it for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons reduce the lead to just 4. McPherson at the point after. No problems on the extra point there. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons 21.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. James. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Good left side to James. And those running lanes are closing up fast start thing. He sent it just a yard. Looking quickly here.
At his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on seconds. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it to their 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to fold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball.
Okay, ready?
More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Robinson. This is going to take him off at across midfield there at the opposing 45.
He was brought down.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first
It's a
down.
gain of 10.
That's just
First
not
down,
the guy
Falcons.
defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He'll take this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down, Falcons.
Let's go.
Running left side by Jones. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Line up the design keeper. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner.